All right, so here's part two of that assignment. And you'll notice that due dates for the original posting is a little bit sooner than the response posting because that gives other people time to respond. So as a group, you're going to answer the following questions based on the data that you evaluated in part two. So looking at the first region that you chose, in your opinion, was that region equitable in regards to the 5 areas of equity that I had on that Google slide presentation? Some of those were, like teacher quality, teacher experience, student success, student support, access to resources, things like that. So you're going to answer that question. Please make sure that you're doing the explanation. Okay, so it's not just a yes or no, but you need to use the data to explain your position. Okay, so explanations in this are going to be really, really key. Make sure you're reviewing the rubric before you get started. Then you're going to do the same thing for your second region. Was it equitable in regards to those 5 areas? Please make sure you're using data and you're showing that evaluation. Okay. And then number 3, if you had to choose one region to teach in, which one would it be and why? Now, y'all might disagree on this part, and you can kind of maybe break it up and say, well, the 3 of us over here felt this way and the 3 of us over here felt this way. Or maybe you've decided together as a group, yeah, I mean, it would really be this one. So again, make sure you're giving me the explanations behind it, okay? Then, as an individual, so not as a group, and only one person needs to post in the discussion board for your group these responses to these 3 questions. And then as an individual, you're going to read about a region that you didn't research. So if you researched Houston and San Antonio, then you can't respond to one of those. You need to respond to something that you didn't research about. So look at that group's information. And then as an individual, I want you to talk about these 3 questions. So first, what did you find strange about the data or the evaluation? Not in their logic, but just like, I didn't expect to see that in Austin. I didn't expect to see what they found. And then number 2, what did you find interesting about the data? So strange is kind of like, wow, I really didn't expect that. Interesting is kind of like, I didn't know that. So I didn't expect it. I didn't know it. And then number 3, what did you find revealing about the data? So it helped you make some of those connections. You're like, oh, now I can kind of see it about equity, diversity, instructional programs. So that you're going to respond to by yourself. Okay, so make sure you're reviewing the rubric. It is an individual grade, but if there's parts of this group part that are missing, it's still, even though it wasn't maybe your part, it's the rubric and the grade is still going to reflect that. So make sure you are working together as a team. Again, it's a new assignment. I'm sure there's going to be points that I need to clarify. So please don't feel bad about asking questions. That will help me clarify this assignment for the future and for other classes, or maybe just decide not a great assignment, try something else. So please reach out if you have questions, when you have questions, and need clarification.